How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Sazastical, this is Cowboy Nation, let's get to it. So party people, we're bringing the episode to new heights, we're bringing the energy, we're bringing the pizzazz, we're bringing everything you need to start a cozy Rimworld session. So currently we have 3 prisoners. I believe there could be 2 people potentially joining us, saying that your resistance is quite high, your resistance is a 9, and yours is a 22, so everyone ignore that. We've currently got a heat wave, but we are working on putting passive coolers in, that sort of stuff. I think it's nearly time to do bedrooms. Now, the big thing that we've got to think about is, do we want to rearrange what we've done here, which we might want to do, and what I mean by that. So we could put the bedrooms... I don't know what size I want to do them. Like, from what I've been reading, because like I said, I've been taking notes. So I think like a 5x7 is pretty much the optimal size. Stop me if you think I'm wrong, party people. But I wonder if we start building bedrooms, so we're going to need actually quite a few. And these aren't actually even the same size, so well done me. And do like a 5x7. There we go, 3. So how many are we going to need? 1, 2, 3, 4. As if I had to count to 4. So eventually I think we're going to put the kill box over here. So the question is... I think the bedrooms would be fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we potentially are going to need 8. Because I'm thinking we could do this. And then in the middle, we'll have like our workstation. Like as we do now. Probably want to 12x12 it again. Because that's actually a good size where everyone is getting what they need. So we could go 12x12. That could be then the workshop. We'll have another 12x12 there, which could be the stockpile. That's not going to work. We really want the kitchen dining room. Unless we don't worry too much about efficiency, which, let's be honest, that's the playthrough. Like, we got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms in there. We're going to have to, like, just reshuffle some stuff, really, aren't we? Like, it's not the worst layout in the world, but it's not the best. Which is pretty much everything I do on Rimworld, so that's okay. Animal-wise, we're still looking to extend the animal hutch. We're going to basically get rid of this one, move it up to here just so we can hold more animals. Then eventually we'll get to deconstructing all this, which means then we can grow more food for all our animals. So we want to make sure they're okay. The dryads are still hauling like absolute beasts. We always have to be aware of food. We've got some elephants, we've got some rhinos. Wouldn't mind killing any of them, to be honest. Let's get seedlings down here while they're right next to the doors. And I mean, this has never gone badly before. Let's see if we can get them to go manhunted. Lovely. Everyone hide inside. Everyone hide inside. Undraft. Cool, cool, cool. That door's open. Nice. Not the desired effect. Sort of my effect on, No, we won't go there. You know when you're like about to say something, you're like, nope, step that right back. Is it just because we're hungry? Yeah, we're really hungry. Okay, I wonder if we... Hans and Julius had a social fight, not really what we need, I'll be honest. I wonder if we take the whole group out tomorrow and just try and cull some animals together. Just take out as many elephants and rhinos as possible. To get, like, as good of food as we possibly can. Is there nothing on the map? Right, let's grab the whole squad. Because we need to just cull some animals. So I'll move the melee people a bit closer just so they don't get... Right, is that just the one elephant coming for us? Yep. So he's chasing Arctic, so then Arctic can just run around like this. Chase me. Lovely. So Hans, you're going to... I need to make sure basically everyone's unrestricted. Hans, you're going to go butcher that, right? Yep, nice. Let's move everyone up. Problem is there's a group of rhinos, so we'll go take the elephant out if Seedlings doesn't have a breakdown between them. Probably will. And then Hans can get started actually making some food. Let's get the food sorted early in the episode. Had to check the save file then. I was just like, I'm sure I left last episode saying like, oh, we'll get the food situation sorted, so I don't have to worry about it next episode, but it's probably just the problems that we're having rather than we go, and Arctic will do the same job as before. Chase me. Oh no, chase the dragon. Nope. There we go. Oh, that elephant, lovely. Hans is then butchering this elephant. I'll micromanage him just to make sure he's going to make meals afterwards. I don't really want people eating raw food. Hopefully we can stop this before there's a breakdown. Mainly with Seedlings, but I think Seedlings is probably too far gone. I'm going to ban that door. There we go. Almost. I can't see where the meal has even gone. Or has he just not made one yet? Arctic is eating that, that's fine. Seedlings is eating a simple meal, perfect. Might have just saved that. The problem also we're going to get is the prisoners are going to get very, very unhappy if they're not eating as well. And we don't really want to deal with a prison break. Like, I don't really fancy that. Research-wise, gas aspiration, yeah, we're going for heavy SMGs. That'll be a nice upgrade. Then maybe we'll look to go into armor next, but with everyone miserable, pretty much think we're going to have to think about how we're going to build bedrooms onto this. I mean, we could just build them here, like down the middle. I mean, we've been going so optimized. I don't want to ruin it. Heatwave is over. To be fair, maybe we could just build a big old garrison. Like, for the time being, at least. That could be an idea. I mean, it's not a good idea, but it's an idea. Because we probably need another freezer and whatnot. Because ideally, we want the bedrooms, and then we want the freezer and rec room quite close. Ideally. I think the best place to put the bedrooms is probably here. We need to destroy this remain, really. I suppose even if we build a couple of bedrooms just for the time being. I think there's quite... Oh, there we go. Oh, lots of wood coming back to us. Nice. Yeah, I'll wait for all this to be sorted before we start messing about with all that. Right, there we go. Yeah, bedrooms. I will think of the optimal way to do it. So we don't need to have 40,000 colonists. I know, I'm limiting ourselves. At the end of the day, we're going to have to build like 5 to begin with. Yeah. So then out of that 5, we'll have a space of 21. We can do that 10. Let's say we remove half of that. So we could do, this is the workshop. This is the rec and dining room. Hiding room, broken up with hands. Yeah, that's fine. Then we could do, I suppose, do we want the kitchen in with the workshop? Ugh, pets are starving. It's going to happen, wasn't it? No, not the hay grass, the cabble. Right, expand zone. I just want this one. Come on, game, just give me this zone. Perfect. We have got some hay in here, so what I will do is go stockpile. I'll chuck it in here for the time being. I'll clear all. I'll priority critical. And then we want H for hay. Come on. There we go. Hopefully that'll get hauled over there with critical of importance. Unless this stockpile is also critical. It is. But what I'll do is I'll remove hay out of here altogether. There we go. So there's that food problem sorted just for a little bit. Sadly, we did lose a baby, a little bubba. There we go. The hay's getting moved over by the dryads. Perfect. There we go. There we go. They're running over that. Perfect. Much better. So at least then if it does get harvested, it will get taken over there and the animals will actually get to eat it. And luckily we actually have, like, yeah, nearly like 800 hay, so we should get away with it. Also extends the hay grass this way. Orders, floor, remove. We're so down, like, we're so, like, in business with this save, aren't we? Bulk's good trader. They might buy our stuff, which would be actually quite nice. So yeah, it's whether we want the kitchen in with the workshop, which we really could do, because then all we would need is then a stockpile, if we want to build a massive one, stockpile there. So bedrooms, rec dining, workshop, stockpile. Like, that seems pretty legit. And then the bedrooms, we can just literally curl round the whole of the colony, really. But I feel like that's going to be pretty optimal in doing what we're doing now. Yeah, it'll move the base over a little bit, but then it'll be a little bit easier to do like a double perimeter wall, which I do want to do just to give us that extra gasp of safety. So I think that's going to be the plan. I think that's going to be a good plan moving forward. However, we don't want the same problem where we have to call the stockpile. So what we'll probably do is we'll probably... So the problem is, so if we put the kitchen in here, the problem that we're going to have, it's not a massive problem to have, is we want the freezer here, which isn't very optimal. So does that mean we're going to have to build... No, because then we can build a room here. Do we want it... Because we could build another room here that is literally just kitchen, and then we double that up with research, because then when we put sterile... Oh, we haven't got them yet, but when we put sterile tiles down, it makes an extra clean room, and then off that room would then be the freezer. I think that's possibly the way, and the bedrooms can still wrap around. We might have to push this down a bit, but I think that's what we're going to go for. And I think the colony will thank us for it. Like, I think that's the way to go. And we want these big rooms because they just work so nicely. So we want 2 10x8s. So we'll change this. Sorry, I need to remove. I can't even remember what I said. 10x8? So then that will be the research, cook. But do I want the bedrooms coming out onto it? This is the indecisiveness. I mean, eventually they're going to have to, aren't they? No. No, they don't, Tazastical. Don't sell yourself short. But then I really want the bedrooms the other end. Want them in the middle in case we get breaches and whatnot. I don't want them to be right in the thick of it, so to speak. I suppose this is the problem with having large bedrooms and stuff like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this 8x10. Whoops, whoops, whoops. So then I want a space. So then 8x10. So that will be the research and the chef room. 8x10. That will be the freezer. I probably want that the other way around though, don't I? The freezer there. Unless that's going to... That's a too big rec room though, isn't it? It would be nice for the bedrooms to come into it. It's over the geothermal power. But that's what I'm thinking of. It's just how we're going to place it. I think once these generators go away, we'll probably use it over the sand, because then we can't grow on there either. Did I miss these? Almost you're our best trader. So we need to come and trade, so come. Let's see what you got. See what you'll buy. So, okay, I don't want to sell any of my animals. However, they do have some horses. However, we're not going to take them. They do have some meat. Okay, so let's sell all the leather. Not the elephant leather yet. I could sell all that cloth. I sell all that cloth just to get the coinage at the moment, because I think the coinage is more important. So we got 929. And that can give us all the alpha beaver meat. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, then what I'm going to do this time is actually pause and then get people to haul. So haul that. Haul that. Haul that. Gift. Oh, they gave us some uranium. Very nice, I suppose. Haul that. Haul the silver. Haul the uranium. Get it in the bank. But yeah, I think that's the design we're going to do. I'll probably perfect it off camera. I probably won't. I'll probably make you guys sit through it. Sit for a painful session of Tazastical building. Can you imagine? I can't, and I'm the one doing it. Because to be fair, we'll probably be better placed putting the bedrooms here. Like with the sand, they're in the middle. Like, I think I'm probably like thinking about it a bit too much. Which is like a problem I have. We want to go furniture, animal sleeping spot. Just absolutely just douse this with animal sleeping spots. There we go, much improved. Wild woman wanders in. Let's go have a look just in case it is worth the chemical interest and pyromaniac. Absolutely no thank you. So then I want to deconstruct that. Orders. Okay. I just want to put a zoning plan over the geothermal power. Okay, because we will probably extend this again just to make sure there's enough food by just coming like straight down and then onto our base like this. Just so we can make sure we've got enough food there, and the geothermal power then doesn't really need to be walled. So this will all be gone. See, we've got big plans, pipe people. Big plans. Big action, big plans. And then can I reinstall that just over there, just for my own sanity? Oh, and I do want to go remove roof, because this game does love a roof. Okay, going well, going well. Right, just to get bedrooms up and we'll be laughing. But saying that, couldn't we do something where we keep most of this together? So we've got the 10 by 10 here, which could then be the workshop. Yeah, we'll keep the workshop. We could then do... We've got a 10 by 10 here that could then just be turned into the rec room. Okay, you with me so far? So we could just do then a hallway there. And then would we be able to fit, here's the question, the bedrooms on here? We could. So we could just do that. There'll be a big rebuild. Because then we'll have the hallway, we'll have the rec room. Problem is we're backing up onto this and I don't want to get too close to it. But then we could just put the kitchen here, freezer there, something like that. That might be the better option. Rather than reinventing the wheel, let's just reinvent the base we've got to make it the best it possibly can be. That would require us to move the stonecutter's table. And then build a research room. The prison I'm okay with being there, so that's fine. Vagabonds hope for resources. Well, you can keep hoping. Saying that, they wanted 44 herbal medicine. Are they coming to me? I might actually give it to them. Because actually we've got so much, it will clear up room. I might actually give it to him, just let's see what happens. Yeah, let's give it to him. We got the herbal medicine to do it, let's be charitable. Okay, the beggars have accepted the requested items and are leaving. Okay. Gas operation, that's big. That means heavy SMGs are back on the map. Geothermal power, solar panels. It all would be too good. See, Devil Strands, we could then do it for money. Plate armor into flak armor would be great. Gun turrets, however, I don't think our base is in a way that we would prosper from that. Solar panels would be good. Geothermal power would be good. Micro electronics I don't want to do yet. So do we go for geothermal power? Feel like we do. Yeah, because then that would lead to our base expansion with getting rid of these, building the geothermal power. I feel like that would be a good 2 and 2 to do together. If that makes sense. Because a lot of this is going to have to happen at the same time. Like the new kill box is going to have to come up at the same time as we're building everything as well. Because then this will be obsolete. Right, everyone's hiding. Where is this mad donkey? Oh, there are some donkeys. We shall be hunting them, party people. I'm sure they didn't always. I'm sure they used to have a like attack chance if hunted. I'm sure donkeys did. Like, why isn't the donkey? You're meant to be manhunted. No, you just manhunted to me, really, isn't it? Yeah, I think that'll work quite well. This is doing the rec room, so we will expand this down here. Which will be fine. Just to give it a little bit more space, we can do a little bit more with it, which will be, you know, really cool. Just want to check research. Mechanoid cluster, so it's the first one. We just don't want to see a mortar. That's the only thing we don't want to see. If we don't see a mortar, yeah, that's golden. That's fine. That's just extra defense. Unless they come this side. Which they will now, I've jinxed it. Right, I've got sandstone chunks. No granite, though. Right, then when we get out of this, we'll start hunting donkeys. Yeah, it's much better, I suppose, to expand that already base rather than, like, start from scratch to build something different. I think that'll work a lot better. But that's why sometimes, I know I go off on tantrums, but that's sometimes why it's really handy recording, talking out loud, talking through our plans. Because then it's a case of then you can see if it's only by doing it and sitting on them for a bit that I find then you find the perfect thing you can do. Okay, is that donkey still mad? Nope. So what we do need to do though is actually, I don't need to keep pausing. I'm just terrible for it. I'm a nervous Nelly. We need to make a new area which is called Mech. Little trick most of you will probably already know, but we're putting a zone in and we don't want it around this mech because we don't really want to be blown to smithereens. So a quick and easy way to do that. So we made a area. So you go manage area, new area. We named it mech. Then we're going to go expand allowed area. We're going to click on mech. And then what we're going to do is we're going to highlight all of this in here. Now we're basically roughly highlighting the range of this weapon. Okay. Just stick with me. Most of you will know this, but this is just to help, you know, the new people, the fresh people, the people that are getting into this glorious game. You know, we've got to love them too. Give them some love. Right, you highlight this. Okay. Now, if you put people in this, obviously, if you put people into this zone now by clicking down to schedule, and then now if you click this, obviously they'll all run into it. But the best thing that I love about this is when you go to manage areas, then you can click to invert, which basically then highlights everything else and not that bit. And I find that so handy. Just like saves the day really, because I do like my mech cluster, especially when they're little like this, just being able to defend for me. That's not everyone's cup of tea, don't get me wrong, and it can bite you in the bum, so be aware. But all in all, it's a nice little tactic. Nice little tactic. I think it is. Everyone else is going to say no, but I think it is, party people, and that's what counts. Oh, I love you all. Right, there we go. It's low psychic drone. However, most of our colonists, I was about to say most of them are females, but they're not. Right, we are recruiting some people, which is going to create bedroom problems. So we're going to need to move the woodcutter's table. The woodcutter's table? The stone cutter's table sooner rather than later. So let's go reinstall. Reinstall that one there. Reinstall that one there. And the art bench will reinstall and put it there. Just for the time being, that's not going to be a forever home. But we need to start moving this out of the way to create room so we can actually start building bedrooms. So we're probably going to have a combination of this garrison and bedrooms for a little while. And sort of we'll juggle that side to side. Problem is it comes down to the point of installing a real kill box. To like get it really, really good. But because I still would like the kitchen and research room to be one of the same. You know, the real problems. Okay, this is nearly up. Come on. Yeah, I was just making sure we were doing geothermal power. Because then we'll be able to get this one up here immediately, which will be fine. And then this one down here. Like, we're actually in a really good spot. What we just need to make sure is that the kill box is, like, upgrading with us. other thing that we need to do, because we've got a lot of things that we're trying to do all at once, which will only end well, party people, is I want to get the machining table so we can get the heavy SMGs up. I'm going to need to get more artwork up and stuff like that as well. Steel we're okay for. Components we're okay for. We're going to need more steel and components if we're making heavy SMGs though, I imagine. So let's get to mining that. Forced weather, what do we get? We can get goodwill and Glitterworld medicine. Hiding room almost. Broke up with hands. For 15 days, rainy thunderstorms, and we can get some goodwill and some Glitterworld medicine. So I'm going to accept for that. So yeah, we're plus 23. So if we can get it to 75, then they can come and help us. Now, even if their help is, like, useless in the sense of it just delays an enemy, it still helps. So it's not the end of the world. I do want to start mining this silver. We've got gold in there. Because the silver's just going to help us with a bit more buying capabilities. Which would, don't need to tell you, party people, be pretty nice. Let's mine some steel. We're going to go on some mining adventures. Psychic drain is ending, which is pretty nice. Shame we can't pick up and reinstall this, but it is what it is. Well, the plan is to put the bedrooms, so that will be a wall. Then I feel like we want to go a 2x2 hallway. Maybe. No, 2x2 hallway isn't going to work. But then this would be the bedroom. So I can get 2 up immediately, which will help. I'll probably just give it to, like, seedlings and almost, because they've been struggling the most. And then I think that's possibly the best way to do it. So maybe to start with, we'll move the research benches just, like, on their own, just out of the way. Maybe here. Maybe just down here. Like, it doesn't matter too much. Like, we can move them again. But just immediately. That might be the move. Because we're going to have to do this sooner rather than later. Right, all this is done. So then we can go deconstruct, deconstruct. Yep, all of that. All of that. And then floors. Remove floors. This will give us more area to actually grow. This has gone into potatoes because of course it has. Absolutely, of course it has. So expand that into there. Delete. Delete. So that's going to give a nice mood loss to everyone. So thank you, game. It's not my fault, it's the game's fault. So do we have a negative for that? Or is it only the person that... Oh, don't you dare tell me this far in that we don't get a negative from it. You sowed it. Unless it was so long ago that it hasn't. Let's have a look. So it says there, sowed human food plant. Minimal expectations, -4. Just seeing if anything is like cancelling that out, but it doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like we're getting that -4 though. I imagine it's just we didn't catch it in time. Because, you know, they're 50% grown, so I imagine we didn't catch it. Bulk's good trader, that's what we like to see. Who is our constructor? Almost. What are you doing, my man? Building the machining table, I'll allow it. Okay, okay, okay. Got to stop pausing as I go into stuff. So, heavy SMG. Do 3 times. And then what do we need for it? 75 steel, 4 components. Fairly reasonable. Another camel has given birth. Then we need to grab almost. Come down here to trade. We're flowing. We are flowing like Niagara Falls, party people. We are smashing it. But this is why we need a money maker. Because when we come here, this is our opportunity. So what I'm going to do... I'm going to tell you, I'm going to sell all the elephant leather because we actually just need money to be able to keep buying food. Because this is sort of just keeping us going at the minute. So let's buy 100. Just seeing if there was anything else we could really sell. Just to try and get a little bit more. There we go, so 150. So let's pause that. Arctic, no path. What are you saying? I don't say he's locked in something. Of course he is. Just in case you thought someone else was playing, party people, just to like confirm. No, it is still me. It's still me playing. It's not suddenly a Rimworld master. It is still me. Almost. Do you mind building Arctic a door? Not the worst thing I've ever done in a Rimworld series. There you go, Arctic. Sorry. And you can haul. Arctic, come and haul. Thought you said it was beating out fire. Nice. Then orders. Get back to harvesting. This will be a thing of the past one day, party people. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. Yeah, I'm just going to build a makeshift research room here then. I think that's the best way to do it. It's like, it ain't got to be anything like groundbreaking. It's only like for a certain time. We're trying to do so much this episode, probably to our detriment. Yeah, little room here. Structure. Granite. Yeah, just little research room there. That will be beautiful. Just so then we can make everyone all cozy. We're playing Cozy Rimworld. We've got to be Cozy Rimworld. I don't even know what that means. Right, there we go. And then the power comes down. Bring it about there. Be perfect. Research room. Lovely. Then we can start shuffling this down, creating bedrooms, and I feel like we're hitting the next level. We're doing well, party people. I'm proud of us. If no one else is proud, I'm proud. Just ignore the food problems. Just ignore the problems we're having and enjoy the slight successes. Yeah, obviously these aren't going to stay out forever, but just for the time being as we're making room, living the dream. Because we're going to get new recruits sleeping on the floor soon, which... I don't have to tell you, party people, that they're not going to be happy about that. Welcome to the colony. Can you sleep on the floor, please? Frigo will be with us. Not the constructor. You 11.9. You're not the constructor. Regina. I thought one of them was double passion and construction. I've been sold a lie. They're all letdowns. Every one of them. So, I think that sort of then means we need to make sure then almost isn't too bogged down. That's pretty much what we're saying there. So, with that being said, can we work drive almost? Got to make sure we're work driving. Gonna work drive him. Lovely. So, we could really use, like, Julius is really going to benefit from, like, when other people are doing stuff in here as well. So then he can use his skill. Because that boosts other people. Boost construct. Do you know what? I'm just going to click it. Because actually the area of effect doesn't just cover people in the room. It could cover people at building and whatnot. So let's do it. Look, it's going to cover him there. Did it? Don't you dare. I said reinstall. I said reinstall. How very dare you. Maybe I didn't. I probably didn't, but it's a good thing to rage about. New recruit. Wow. Right, a bit awkward, mate. We ain't got a bed for you yet. You can sleep. You can literally sleep with the animals. Okay, warden, handle. So another person that's going to handle the animals. Not like that. Frigo. Double shooting. Come, you can be the first one with a heavy SMG. There you go. There you go. Treat yourself. Research. Do you know what? Your smithing and stuff isn't actually terrible. And with Julius that could keep boosting you. I don't want you on Taylor, because Taylor's going to make us money. Smithing. So maybe I'll just put you on crafting. And see how that goes. And a flare, bit anticlimactic. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. And I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.